Hey guys, the Explorer 4 here, Horrorboy465. Welcome back to some more reviews, and I'm finally back on YouTube. It's been a while since I've done a video, and I know that I say this in probably 99% of my videos, so it's probably a bit annoying. But I really am truthfully sorry that I don't make a lot of videos right now. My upload schedule has been really random and sporadic. I've been doing different kind of videos, like a figure review, stuff like that, a couple movie reviews of newer movies I've seen. And I'll get the franchise reviews up and going again. I got a couple movies in the back burner which I want to watch. And it's not like I haven't really seen any movies lately. I mean, I have. I've seen Willy Wonka and Charlie Chocolate Factory, which I want to review those. But people are like, Willy Wonka, why? I'll get to that in a minute, but I there's a story I tell of that movie when I get to that review. But I really love those movies, and they're one of my favorite. They're some of my favorite. Notice I said them. They are some of my favorite movies of all time, and I'll get to that when I get to those reviews, because those will be kind of like special reviews that I'm glad to be able to do because I never talked about them before. So it'd be pretty cool to talk about that. I seen this movie, Black Panther, which I'm talking about right now in this review. I had seen Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 1, which I want to review. And there's a lot of movies that I want to review. There's also, I have to rewatch 30 Days of Night because Colt wanted me to review that. John Grande wanted me to review a movie called Raw, which looks pretty interesting, so I'll give that a watch. And there's some franchise reviews in the future that I want to do. There's actually one that I canceled that I might bring back, honestly, because I'm actually starting to get in the mood to watch them. So I might resurrect a canceled review and do that franchise. So that stuff might get reviewed in the future, way in the future. But yeah. So today I'm talking about Black Panther, which came out in 2018. Excuse me, that was really gross of me. Like a 7.9 on IMDb, directed by Ryan Coogler, which, if I look real quick, I want to see what else this guy has directed, because I thought visual-wise, Creed. He also directed Creed. He directed Fruitvale Station, and I really enjoy Creed. I haven't seen Fruitvale Station, though, but Creed is a really great movie. I really enjoy Creed. And I wanted to sort of find out what other movies he did, because I thought this director was very much a very good visual director. He had the look, the style. It was shot very well. It had really great camera work in it. And talking about Black Panther is, it's kind of controversial because right now there's a thing going on with this movie, which I'll get into. I don't want to get into it too much because it's kind of like a controversial subject. But basically right now, a lot of reviewers are giving this movie like a perfect rating. Now, the movie for me is great. It's a fun time. I really enjoy it. So it's not like I'm saying that all the movie sucks. It doesn't suck. It's a great movie. I really enjoy it. But if you don't give it a perfect rating, a lot of people will call you racist for it. And I am not racist. I am totally against racism. It's a wrong thing, and I think it's a disgusting thing. I hate racism. And a lot of reviewers are being called racist because they don't think the movie's perfect. And I think for me personally, I think it's bullcrap. I think it's just, I'm giving my honest opinion in this review. It's not because I'm racist, it's because I'm giving you guys my honest opinion on the film that I had seen. And like I said, I am against racism. Racism is awful. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say on that, because the subject is very controversial and I don't want to get into it too much. But what you guys are seeing is my 100% honest opinion. I've always been like that. I've never faked an opinion. Now, my opinion has varied through the years, but I've never really totally faked my opinion on a movie. So I'm not really gonna do it with any movie that I review. So it's not because I'm racist. It's because I am just telling you guys about the movie that I had seen. And Black Panther, though, is a great movie. Also, I want to mention on Rotten Tomatoes, which I know this is a bad site to go for movie ratings and stuff like that. Rotten Tomatoes, this movie gets 100%. I don't think there's 100%, maybe 95%, maybe 94%, somewhere around there. There's a few problems with it, mainly the pacing, but it's not flawless. To get 100% is flawless. You know what's flawless? The Shawshank Redemption. And you know who's in that? Morgan Freeman. So it's not because, oh, you're racist, you like the Shawshank Redemption. Morgan Freeman is in that movie and does a fantastic job. So I seen the Shawshank Redemption about a week before I seen the Black Panther. And I think the movie's flawless. I think it's great. I think it's one of those very few perfect movies out there. And the movie gets like a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm not kidding you. It gets like 93, 94%, something like that. It's got a really low rating. And when I was watching it, it was a really amazing movie to watch. It's one of those 3-hour movies that I did not get bored at whatsoever. It has like the perfect story, and I want to review that in the future as well. So I don't want to kind of get into my opinions too much of the movie, but that movie is flawless. Halloween is flawless. I don't know, movies like Blade. Um, what else? What else? I'm trying to think. The original Chainsaw Massacre, Jaws, Evil Dead, the original, Evil Dead 2. Well, actually, not everyone says it's flawless, but Evil Dead is, in my opinion, a really great horror movie. But like Evil Dead 1 and 2, like, granted they're not flawless, but they're really great movies. But I would say definitely like Jaws, Halloween, Shawshank Redemption, stuff like that. Those movies are like flawless for me. Um, and Black Panther for me, I feel like it's a really great movie. But the fact that that's going on right now, it's just kind of, it's sad, and I wish it wasn't happening because now a bunch of people are saying it's flawless, and in my opinion, it's not like it's a perfect movie, but it's very hard to get a perfect movie. There's a lot of movies that have come out over the years that have been said to be perfect, and I thought were just okay or whatever. Like Dark Knight. The Dark Knight, I think, it was good. I think it was a great movie. I enjoyed it, but do I think it was like a perfect, flawless masterpiece? Not really. Had pacing issues. Had a couple of other issues that I had, but does have some great stuff in it. Movies like, I don't know, what else. What else would it be? I'm drawing a blank on it right now, but Captain America: Civil War. That's another one. I was drawing a blank on another movie, but Captain America: Civil War, I thought was just okay. You know, I thought it was a little bit overrated. I know I'm gonna get a bunch of hate for that, but just my opinion, that movie was a little bit overrated. Um, and I don't know. There's been a lot of movies that have come up that said to be flawless that I did not think were flawless. But Black Panther is a great movie. Now, I think it has a lot of great stuff to it. The acting is just really awesome in this movie. The characters are interesting. The backstory is interesting. The storyline is very interesting and very unique, and I really like the storyline. The atmosphere is beautiful. The cinematography is beautiful. The um, Wakanda is a really awesome and beautiful place. Um, I think it does a really great job of using sort of the African culture and using it with the Black Panther storyline. I think that was really awesome. Um, there's a lot of stuff I think is awesome about it. The action scenes are really great. Um, and just a lot of stuff that I thought was really great in it. Like Michael B. Jordan was great. Chadwick Boseman as the Black Panther was great. His sort of girlfriend was good. His like friend and one of his bodyguards, they were all great actors. So the acting was not the problem. Cinematography wasn't the problem. Storyline wasn't the problem. It was just for me the movie kind of dragged a little bit. Um, Towards the middle of the movie, it kind of slows down and it takes a while for it to pick back up. Also, in my opinion, the final fight could have been a little bit more better. Um, But really, if I think about it, besides that, besides the slow pacing at times, and you know, the finale, I thought like the final fight between the Black Panther and Michael B. Jordan, um, I thought that was a little bit disappointing. But honestly, the rest of the movie I think is very well done. The storyline pretty much follows Chadwick Boseman character. Hold up real quick. T'Challa, aka the Black Panther, his father has died and he has become the king of Wakanda. And they have this very rare thing there, which is like an advanced technology, which I can't remember what it's called. But it's a technology that they use for their weapons, for their armor, and basically Michael B. Jordan is trying to get to Wakanda to become the king, and also he has sort of like this partner in crime. He has like this really robotic arm. He's trying to get the weapons from Wakanda and also the energy that they use. Um, they're pretty much trying to use Wakanda's weapons and power to destroy the world and take over the world. And I really enjoy how Chadwick Boseman's character, the Black Panther. I like how he doesn't just start off as this invincible character. I like how they build him up, and it's like he trains and he works hard and he still kicks butt. But I like how he loses a fight in the movie, and he gets back up and he goes back to the new king, which is Michael B. Jordan's character Eric, and he fights him, and basically for like a retribution of his character. And I really like that. I really like that finale. I really like the ending. That was really well done. And the movie had its own energy to it, its own feel that I like Marvel more doing that than DC. Really, the only movie from DC that I like that kind of had its own energy and its own flow was Suicide Squad. And that is a very underrated movie. I think it's better than Batman vs Superman. I think it's going to be better than that Justice League. I think it's going to be better than Wonder Woman. I don't know. Wonder Woman got pretty good, ratings, but I don't know. DC movies right now are not in a really good place. I mean, Batman vs Superman is pretty bad, honestly. Really, the only DC movie that I've seen recently and liked was Suicide Squad. And that's one of the most hated ones out of all those movies. And I actually really enjoy Suicide Squad because it kind of did its own thing with the franchise. And I like that. And in this movie, it has sort of its own energy. I like how it's a different take on the storytelling. I like how Chadwick Boseman's character is not invincible. And there's just a lot of stuff in this movie that I really enjoy. Trying to see here. There's also this character played by Martin Freeman, who you would figure would be this kind of small in the background kind of character. But I like how they kind of use him, and they use him well because, he actually helps out Wakanda. And he has to destroy these things from getting out of Wakanda into the real world. And he ends up succeeding in that. And I like how the end of the movie has a big battle between, the new king and the previous king. I like that. I think it's really well done. It was just the final fight between those two characters alone. The fight before that, where all of them are fighting, that was really awesome. But when they fight, it's kind of like, eh. And I forgot to say spoiler alert, but I'm gonna put it in the title of this review. I gotta remember to do that because I think I've already said like umpteenth million spoilers. But yeah, I mean, the movie is very well written. It's very well acted. It has a very good storyline. I just feel like it drags at times. I feel like certain things are good but not perfect. And, I think it's a great movie, personally. This is just my straight up and honest opinion on this movie. And it's not because I'm racist. This is just my honest opinion. And, yeah, I mean, I definitely recommend the movie. It's very well made, very interesting. and I really liked it. And I liked how Black Panther got his own movie. I thought it was a very neat concept because I really didn't know too much about the character growing up. I didn't really know too much about Deadpool or Guardians of the Galaxy or any of the other movies like Ant-Man that's gotten their own solo movies. I think I seen Black Panther in the Marvel Avengers animated movies back in the day, and I remember thinking he was a really cool character, and I'm like, why doesn't he have his own movie yet? Like, he's a really cool character. So I was a really big fan of the fact that they got that, Black Panther got his own movie, and it's well made. Blah, blah. It's well made, and I really enjoy it. Recommend it for you guys. But anyways, guys, that's my quick review or semi-quick review on Black Panther. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching the review, and the Explorer Report out. See you guys later.